Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another review. This is going to be for Z Nation episode 5, Home Sweet Zombie. So yeah, this is the latest episode. So yeah, 10-second spoiler warning as usual for those who have yet to actually watch this episode and haven't already. Stop this video, go check out the episode, and then come back here to watch the rest of this review. So I don't spoil anything. So yeah, 10-second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those that have yet to actually watch this episode and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me that never gave you a fair warning, because as usual I did. So yeah, as usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. So yeah, basically in this episode, you have the group, and they basically go to this one town who apparently is Roberta or Roberta Warrant, whatever. It's one of the characters' hometowns. Apparently, she has a husband who stayed back to control the situation there. When she was deployed, he kind of stayed back. He's a firefighter, so whatever. So yeah, they decide to head to that town, see if there's anything left. And then you basically have a Z-Nado. So yeah, basically think of Sharknado, a tornado, but instead of sharks, as zombies in it. So yeah, that's original. I have to admit, that's pretty original. Well, somewhat. The concept of putting something in a tornado that's dangerous isn't really original, because tornadoes are dangerous, and then you have Sharknado, but the fact that they have zombies inside of it instead of sharks, that's dangerous, and that's just ludicrous. It's funny. I will admit, it's pretty funny. So yeah. So yeah, they're basically trying to survive this zombie NATO, Z-NATO, whatever, zombie tornado. And they find this small group of people with two people. One of them seems to have been hurt, some kind of concussion, not bitten, but I guess he fell or something, and he's bleeding or whatever. They need to take out the pressure, which they eventually help him. He survives. But it's weird because they call him Rick. His character's name is Rick, so kind of weird, but whatever. So yeah, basically, in this episode, you have Z-NATO. Everybody's trying to survive, get supplies, the usual survival. It's just weird. Here, another interesting point to point out is that Murphy, the guy who's bitten, it seems like the infection is starting to get to him, because for the past couple episodes, he's been healthy, physically healthy, more or less. Physically healthy, he's been able to run. He's been, he has everything under control. But I think, as of this episode, the infection is starting to get to him, because he's losing his hair, so he shaved it off. He's starting to turn paler. His teeth are rotting; they're turning like green, and his like pupils or whatever are starting to dilate. So it seems like the vaccine, it's not really a vaccine. I think it just slows down the process, or the infection kind of mutated within him or something. But I think the infection is starting to get to him. Now, whether he's gonna tell anybody, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, because he is kind of selfish. So yeah. Then you have Citizen Z, DJ Quills, up in Antarctica, and he's basically drunk to shit again. Yeah, he's drunk basically, and he's basically saying that you guys are, there's gonna be tornado, watch out, yeah, like, because you can see what's going on in the world. So he's like, there's gonna be some bad weather, and he's trying to make voices to entertain himself and the people out there. And yeah, it's just pretty cool. So yeah, after Walking Dead comes back on, I'm gonna be watching 2 zombie apocalyptic shows. I just realized that right now. So yeah, whatever. This episode is funny, I have to admit. It's probably one of the funnier episodes we've seen so far of this series. I mean, a zombie tornado. Really? I mean, that's pretty original. That's pretty funny. You do have some more character development. I think a bit more than what we've been getting so far. It's pretty interesting overall. Having, I think the big thing about it is the zombie tornado. I think is a standout part. But I think another thing to take away from this episode is the infection starting to get to Murphy, which I think is I think will be a pivotal point for the series if they don't get him to California on time. So yeah, I do want to say that there's this few pair of zombies. They're firefighter zombies, and have this helmet and it's everything. They're like all geared up and whatever, and they really remind me of the riot gear zombies, and the way they try to kill them it's very reminiscent of how they killed the riot gear zombies at the beginning of season 3. So that kind of is parallel to Walking Dead, but whatever. They always have some type of parallel to The Walking Dead, plot wise. So yeah, I mean overall it's a fun episode. Negatives, I mean again the acting's not all that good, the writing's not all that good. The usual negatives for this type of show is the acting and the writing aren't that good. And it's a little silly, but I guess silly is good. So yeah, the negatives are the usual at this point for this series. So yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I give this I give this an 8 out of 10. It's just funny, silly, and the thought of having a Z-NATO, zombie tornado, just messed up. But I think the pivotal thing would be the infection, starting to get to Murphy. I think that's the big thing we have to take away from this episode. I think that will affect the series as it goes on. So yeah, that's basically it from this review. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. Right now, I'm currently doing like 10 different TV show reviews, or gonna be by the end of the year, end of the month. I don't know. Because I'm gonna be doing Walking Dead, Z Nation, Scorpion, Gotham, Arrow, Flash, Constantine, and Grace Point. So yeah, 9 different reviews for TV shows. So that's gonna be fun. So yeah, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Comment down below on your thoughts on this episode of Zombie Nation. What are your thoughts on it? Comment all that down below. Besides that, like this video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.